So, alright, I got it nice bolted down. I got the front, but I mean, these things still feel like they're kind of soft, so keep taking them down side by side. And so I believe I'm going to have to go with the M12 1.75 by 70 millimeters. I got these 75. To be honest with you, I think these are 80. I must have gotten the wrong one because this is extremely long. So this must have been an 80. I was anticipating for it to be a lot further away, but the good thing is that it did bolt up. The exhaust, it does line up. I'm also have to loosen it up a little bit so I can bring it, you know, give it a nice kind of better look than this. It's actually sitting really high up into the car, so I have to bring it down. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I must have just hit my head too many times. Anyways, yeah, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and replace this bolt and the other one on this side. I got enough thread with the black ones I got on here, but I thought I'll change them out later. So right now I'm going to change these two guys because I know I'm going to need some more pressure in here. I'm going to straighten up my muffler right here. I'm also going to go ahead and replace the broken grommet or isolator, which is the exhaust hanger isolator. And what it really is just a piece of rubber that stiffens up the exhaust from it moving around, hitting your frame, hitting anything else, and it's supposed to keep it in place. But it's like a rubber shock.
Is that needed?
So most of the time they're always needed. You do need those because they kind of there's a hanger on the car, and there's a hanger on the car on the muffler itself, and that rubber isolator is just like a spacer in between each hanger. So at the same time, it kind of keeps your mufflers in that pleural space without them banging around. So you do need them. So be sure to get them. We got all the new stuff, but I guess they were sitting around for too long. That they got a little dry rotting, so we're just gonna go ahead and replace them. This one was a used isolator. I had it laying around, so it's pretty mushy. You know, not that it's bad, but it's not good. I mean, even the new ones have a little bit of give to them. I may need to loosen up my muffler again so I can move it back up. I can see on this side, on my passenger side muffler, it's got a little bit more of a angle up, but that's because that original grommet up there was the one that came with the kit, and the one over here I replaced it because I broke it and I was being a little overzealous because I just wanted to finish it, maybe a little desperate, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so let me see. It's gonna come out right here. Yeah, all right. And I'll move it up. See if I can get it to walk out. All right. Go. So this is what we're talking about. This is what an isolator looks like, and it's just a piece of rubber, but as you can see, it has the stops in here in the middle, so it'll, you know, if it's crushed in there, but what it'll do, it'll stiffen up so it doesn't bang around here to the side, so it's going to keep your muffler as straight as it possibly can. Taiwan gold, made in China. All right.
Can we not make in America anymore? What's going on?
I don't think we make anything in America anymore. We're subsidizing baby making. So basically, this is what it is. It's an exhaust hanger rubber insulator muffler rear. That's the number for you guys, of course, from the ever so famous Lamar. Both of these were 20 bucks. These are from 99 to 04, guys. Soften it up a little bit. Give it a little slickness. Nothing big. Oh yeah, see? Man. Yeah, cool. These worked out just great. Bam. Perfect. And there it is. And that's what it does. Keeps our muffler pretty steady. We're gonna see if we can see, I got enough room right there. We just got to see if we if we clear the muffler, keep that pipe straight. I think I have my whole hand in between this gas line. I have more than enough room towards the top of it. I do believe that I will put a heat shield here, so I'll probably just go ahead and make one out of some steel because I'm awesome like that. And we'll just keep moving forward. Right now, this is looking really good. I will wrap around my my return line, which is the gold one up here, the bronze looking one, which is right here. I will be wrapping that one around through the top, going around the pump on this side, and then just dropping down, so my gas line will be over towards the passenger side. That's what I'm going to do. Now and then we're going to go ahead and readjust our tank, because I just have it held up here. Reinstall all our lines, which is our filler neck needs its brace, and once we get these all bolted down, I think, ladies and gentlemen, we're done with our exhaust and we can keep moving forward. One of the other things I'm trying to get to right now as well is see if I can wire up our cooling fan relay just for the startup, and maybe even prime the engine and have it ready. How I got everything. I know that my tailpipe back there looks a little crooked, but I have everything pretty much set up. I'm very confident that I'm going to go ahead and tighten up my clamp here, and I'm going to keep my hand up here so I can give the spacing that I need. I got really good room up here. I know right now, maybe I can go up a little bit more with, I may need to go up a little bit more with my X pipe, because it does feel like I'm a little close right here, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way just a little bit more, just to keep it closer to this loop. Maybe even like that. Okay, got it. Let me see if I can get, let's see what I need for this. So I know that I want that distance off the frame, and I got also my hand right here on the on my what do you call it, my torque, my pen hard bar. I think we're going to have to use the other clamp that's much bigger, that kind of holds both of them together. I thought this one would work out, but I guess we're going to have to figure out the other one to get in here and substitute for this guy, because it doesn't seem to be like my plan of giving it the proper gouging on each side is working. Interesting. Alright.
Plan B.
Oh, I forgot. These have a stop, so I'm going to take off the whole muffler. Oh. Alright, at least that wasn't my face. What is this? Stickers. Alright, let me get the other clamps. Let's see how this one's gonna work. So obviously this one's a little thicker. This is for my thinner pipe. This is actually for the muffler. So it'll go like this. So there's two places for it to stop. So I'm just gonna push it all the way. Maybe just some muffler. first time. There we go. Let's right up, butt it up right to it. Now I'm just gonna see how much. I think I have enough for the pipe to go in there, but let's find out. Let's find out how he's gonna want to mess with my life right now. Alright. Well, still went in pretty easily, I guess you could say. Gotta grab it back in place here.
Wash your face.
Yeah, thank you. Alright. So, as you can tell, it's actually pretty good right there. It's in place. I don't know. I can't really tell how far it's in, but I guess they call this to speculate. But for the most part, like I said, I mean, it looks pretty good. So let's go back to bolting him down. I know a lot of people don't appreciate it. Can't go that way. So I'm trying to make sure I got space right here in between. I don't want it banging in there, so I'm definitely trying to get it in there, but at the same time I'm fighting two dilemmas here. My space here and my space on top for the pan hard bar. I could barely get my finger in here, so we may need to do some adjustments on our hangers, be it by pounding the hell out of them to go up. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take one off. I'll take the tailpipe one off and then just kind of squeeze it up a little bit to bring my tailpipe a little bit more. I won't have to worry too much about this guy because I know if the tailpipe comes up, he'll come up a little bit more too. So let's. I'm just trying to keep it as even as possible. So I got enough space right here, but we won't know till we fire this dude up. So we'll see right now, man. Right now I'm just trying to be cautious in my spacing. I think that this is probably going to be the best route to do it. Oh, there goes a little bit more in. I don't know if that's going to help me, but no time like the present, eh, boys? So, and 5% to our women. Right down there. I don't know how good this will do, but the top one is spinning, hey? I'm gonna go get a ratchet for that. Still a good solid, clamp here. It's really good steel. It's actually a lot thicker than that one right there, but it is a tailpipe, and I mean, it's still hot, but whatever. We're gonna try and see if we can get this to move forward. But I would have loved to have used this one if that wasn't so, I guess. Because I'm not trying to weld it. I don't want to weld it. If I have problems and issues, I definitely want to come back to loosen it up, or if I have to do some further adjustments. But I definitely don't want to weld this up here. I think it was hard enough just to install it the way it was, than to start welding this bad boy. So I'm going to continue to try and use this. I know that a lot of times we'll get some exhaust leaks, but I know that if I get it at least back here, I'm okay. I'll see it around here, but I'm not too worried. I don't want any exhaust leak over there, which is at the connection at my headers and the connection right here to the back of the catalytics. So as long as this is nice and tight, I can live with a little bit of exhaust leak here, but I do not like it, and I do not want to bolt this down, so we'll see what we can do. Let's get to the other side. Okay, it's going to be hitting my gas tank, so you can see that right here. Not a whole lot, but yeah, it is. It is on my gas tank, and it is hitting right here on the on my what you call it? On my torque arm bar here. Got no spacing. All right, let me see. Talk. Okay. See, okay, I got enough space there now. Doesn't seem to be hitting the tank there, but it's really close to the torque arm bar here. Let me see if I can about a little bit there maybe. See if I can get it to come in a little bit more. Okay. Let me see if I can get it to stay there, buddy. And there it is. Now, Mr. Ed did call up and gave us his professional opinion to get my hand in the end of the tailpipe and shake, as he quoted, like hell. And the reason for that is because we don't want to hear, like when we're driving around in this thing, we don't want to hear this thing banging around as we're shifting through it, because that's what's going to happen. Hence why the new isolators had to come into play. And, you know, even though it's a little taut right here, it's okay. I'm not too worried about that. I can still loosen up back here, maybe turn it over a little bit more, but as of right now, I think we got a good little setup right now. Or maybe, I don't know. This looks... What do you think, sir? Should I actually torque this down at an angle this way? Because when I look at it as if I turn it this way a little bit more, if I bring this side of the muffler down, I'll bring the hook over a little bit more, kind of more likely giving me a little bit more room to bring the pipe over and not have it hit anything else. So let me go ahead and let me try that out real quick. So I have to loosen this up one more time. We'll make it work. They don't give me the room. Nah, probably won't. Keep it. Let's see. How's that? Okay.
That's right.
It's a lot better. Looks a little better. I like that it's actually a little more flush, like from here to here. So it did give me that room to come over. I got the muffler coming this way now, so hopefully it gives me. Yeah, see, it came in more. See, look at my difference now. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Let me see up here. Oh yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, man. Look at the clearance here. That's exactly what we needed. It was actually riding right on it, and I couldn't get my fingers earlier, but I twisted it over now, and look at this. Now it has the clearance here against my gas tank. You know, I was worried that back there they're gonna look a little crooked, but you know what? as long as nothing here is getting banged up, I don't care what the end of the exhaust may look like. Maybe later I'll take a grinder to it, but that's a secret. Anyways, but look, it's off my gas line. And I still think I'm still going to go ahead and make a nice heat shield here for this, just to come down, and especially right here through the top. It's just going to come over, and just kind of cover this up. And then I'm going to put that heat shield sock on the rest of this, because I mean, it's not even touching my exhaust, to be honest with you. It's nowhere near it. I think that the lines are doing good, and they actually just get out of the way. The reason that we ran the lines like this is because you guys can see we got our subframe connectors here, and it's kind of got the whole rib through it. So usually they run through the inside of this against the pinch weld, but we got our pinch weld also backing plate right here. So you know, what are you gonna do? So right now I am really super excited of this. I like how it's looking. It's the spacing is great, and I'm just gonna go ahead and bolt it down. And we're all set. And right there, that rattling we're hearing is my return line, which like I said, I'm just gonna loop it over this way. I'm gonna take it off of here. I'm disconnect my fuel line real quick. Actually, probably not. I'm just gonna take off the pump, just swing it through around the pump like that way. Cause oh, here we go. Right through here, buddy. Like this. There we go. And then I'm gonna bring it up from underneath here, which she's back there. The beautiful part about this is a very malleable line. So there it is. As you see, it almost took me nothing to kind of just swing it around here, which is gonna be the ideal living spot for it. And there we go. Now our fuel line is coming up through here, and what we'll do, bam. Now all I'll do is add some line holders up here. And then friend, that's one of them. We'll swing him around through there. Okay, I gotta get the other line, and I swung it around the other side. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this guy all buttoned up. So we gotta take off this clamp. This one. That's better. Opened up a little bit, I guess, from the angle that we had it when we were pushing it in. But I really just took it down to kind of give us a couple love taps. I'm actually going to use a bigger hammer, probably a 2x4 in here, to see if I can just get the squeeze a little bit. But unless this thing goes over it just fine, then we'll be alright. So we're going to use our thick size clamps here. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's see, this is a.
It's up a bit.
It's open up. That ain't too bad. But it is overexpanded a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and just smash it down a little bit. There we go. There we go. It's good. Let me see if I can. Everything should be fine there. I don't feel any burrs. See if we can. We're gonna go ahead and see, fit this up there. Now it's gonna give us a little bit more, and as you guys saw, it was fighting me a little bit. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and finagle this guy up there, and try to adjust him just about as well as we did over there to that side, and try to keep him nice and even. So let's get this done. Yeah, see, it's a little longer, so see how I'm gonna make this work. That worked out a hell of a lot better than I thought. You know? Well, I know. Okay, it looks like it's in there like swimwear, we would say. So right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm trying to see if I can sneak a peek over here. I just really can't tell, but I think it's in there. For the most part. Let me see. Squirt it with some WD. There it is. All right. Where did my new one go? It's right here. Let's see if we can get this on right now. Once we put this one on, we'll be able to bolt down this side. We're going to try and keep it as uniform as we did the driver's side. Damn you. Now how did I do that? Okay. Same grommet. It's a rear exhaust isolator for 9904.
Made in China.
Yeah, in a beautiful state of China. Happy about that. Alright. No, I don't want it flat. I want to give it an angle like that one. I think that's... Yeah, that looks really good right there. So, a little bit on my measurements. They were a little off. This guy's still like by about that much forward a little bit, but it's okay. We'll live. Alright, that's not a big deal because I'm going to come right back and adjust them. My main thing was to get my tailpipe in, get my new clamp in here. Now we got our new grommet. Now let's go ahead and bolt it down. So this one was too long, and again, these were M12s, 1.75 by 70. This has got to be an 80, but I cut it back down to 12 1.75 by 70 millimeters. So let's see if this guy should work out perfectly for us. It's the same thing, it's just a little shorter, so I have enough threads to keep going, just to give it a little bit more tightening. We have to pick up a separate one from the hardware store, and as you guys know, some of these places like the Menards or other places just sometimes don't have what you need. How does that look? Can you give me a visual, sir? See what you think?
It looks, let me see here. Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and tighten up that bolt up there. And then we should be able to, how's that tire with the exhaust there? How far are we? There we go. And there it is. Yeah. We may. I still think that I may have to bring it over more. Let me get. Where did I put my little ratchet? Okay. I have great spacing. I have about an inch all the way around. Now it's a little different. I have good clearance here. I have clearance on top. The spacing around the torque arm bar is amazing. My pipe is actually really straight. We're going to go ahead and have to adjust my driver's side pipe because, as you can see from this angle that way, it's got a little bit of a crook to it. This one is actually nice and straight. So I like how this looks. So I may be off over there on that side, which is not a big deal, which we'll go ahead and take care of at this moment. We'll make it look smooth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that heat shield in here because that's pretty close to that line. And your readjustment here to make this look straight. My fuel line is really close, so I'm definitely gonna have to get a heat shield in here. Or I may have to think of another way to run this line. As of right now, let me see. Let me just move this one up.
There you go.
There we go. It's good to be the king. And then what I'll do, I'll just put a heat shield at the very top, and I think, yeah, I got plenty of room going up there, plenty of room here, plenty of room through my gas tank. Let's button it down. Still moves. See. And that's it. That's the job for the isolators, buddy. You see that? I'm not touching the back. I got great space back here. She's looking good. Oh, yeah, see, it still moves a little bit. I'm gonna have to tighten that up again. Let me see if I can crank it down a little bit more, man. Because it still moves. We may need to eventually end up changing up these clamps. Possibly something in this style, just a little thinner. I'm not entirely sure yet, but we'll have to figure something out. My clamps did not work on here. They were only supposed to go around the muffler, but that didn't work out either. As of right now, I mean, it's on here, but I'm not entirely, happy with how this came out. So let me see if I can give it a couple more turns in here. Just get it to really, really hug it and keep it in place, because I'd hate for it to be moving around once we've settled it all in. It looks good. See, it still moves. Let's see if I can kick it over. See right here? Still a little less the room.
Yeah.
And there we are. I'm pretty ecstatic. Let's see what they look like from out here. Let me get out here. We're not touching, that's good. Just looking to see if it's gonna touch anything. It's good, real good. Alright. Still gotta bolt these down. Alright, well, let me actually get our gas tank right here. Get it back in place. And then what we'll do, we'll go up top, put the screws back on it. There you have it. Boom. Hey man, well, it was just a little quick walkthrough, but as you guys know, it's always work with these cars. And so basically, we had to kind of re-loosen a couple things to get all our grommets back in there. And hey, the mic's working. And just make sure that nothing's rubbing as we went ahead and tightened everything up. Our pipes are tightened in, our exhaust is tightened in. And from here forward, man, it's just time to go forward and start buttoning everything down, and let's get ready to start this bad boy. So yeah, right now the big checklist was, as I told you guys before, we went from the BBK long tube headers down to our BBK catalytic high output catalytic system. Unfortunately, we at the time, because LMR did not supply BBK or something compatible with it, we had to go ahead and have our Velasquez buddies go ahead and expand that muffler for us, and at the same time do some extra little work to it, get some new bolts. As you guys knew, the 12 by 175 by 70 millimeters, and just fitting up our tailpipes back in here. So this was just a really quick adjustment, just to make sure, because we left it and it was still kind of rubbing and it wasn't even really tightened up, and I kind of actually just buttoned everything down, and it should be ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and we're gonna move on and keep moving forward. We're gonna go ahead and prime this bad boy with some oil through the oil filter, so stay tuned for that one coming up, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and start tightening down every bolt on this guy, so we can go ahead and start filling them up. The back end is completely finished, I can honestly tell you that. We have our gas tank in, our fuel lines are ran, and we're gonna go ahead and give it a test run before I make a heat shield for our fuel lines by our pump. The other thing is, I want to thank everybody on our Facebook page. Guys, go on there. We're selling Fox bodies like hotcakes. We don't make any money from this, guys. We're just trying to connect people. We're trying to connect good people that are selling a good car with someone that's trying to buy a good car for a good price and a good person. Unfortunately, as we read on and we keep seeing, there's a lot of scams out there. So buyer beware, guys. Go ahead and make sure you do your due diligence. Look up this person. Go through his pictures. Make the contact. Check the car. Please check the car. Check for rust, especially when they say it's rust free. Guess what? It isn't. Want to thank everybody on Instagram. Hey guys, thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thanks for everybody signing up. Thanks for the comments. Please remember, if you guys know anybody that could do some help, need some help, need any kind of a guidance with this, share our videos. We'd be happy that you did that. And more importantly, on our YouTube channel, guys, keep riding, man. You guys bringing this up, and we're gonna keep bringing you this content till this bad boy's up and running. As a matter of fact, till we got all three running: 2 Coyotes, a Barra, and a stock 5.0. Guys, we'll see you soon. Have a good night. Keep turning them wrenches, buddies.